Hello children, welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is sodium chloride. What is our topic? Sodium chloride. Okay, so you might be knowing about sodium chloride. It is also known as table salt, and you might be remembering the history of salt. Okay, so let us say, and you remember the Dandi March. Okay, Gandhi did this march for the protection of salt. So let us see what is NaCl. So NaCl is very important compound for our health to maintain normal functioning of our organs. Here we will talk about NaCl. So how is NaCl obtained? NaCl obtained from seawater. Seawater contains 2.7 to 2.9% NaCl. Means seawater contains 2.7 to 2.9% NaCl. When this seawater evaporated, it gives crude NaCl. This crude NaCl contains impurities of calcium sulfate, sodium sulfate, magnesium chloride and calcium chloride. Okay, so this crude is dissolved in water, dissolved and filtered. So after dissolving and filtering, insoluble, soluble impurities separate out. Okay, MgCl2 wing decussant, adsorbs atmospheric moisture. Okay, here after that NaCl is being dissolved in water. So here NaCl is in dissolved form, separate out the insoluble, means after dissolving and filtration it separate out insoluble impurities. In that, for saturation, HCl gas is passed through the solution, and due to common ion effect, NaCl is separated as a crystal as crystal from solution. From solution, calcium and magnesium being more soluble in water remains there means remains in solution. So by this we separate the sodium chloride. Let us discuss what is the process. Seawater contain 2.7 to 2.9% of NaCl. When this one is evaporated, crude NaCl obtained. This crude NaCl containing the impurities of calcium sulfate, sodium sulfate, magnesium chloride and calcium chloride. Magnesium chloride being deliquescent absorbs atmospheric moisture. This crude is dissolved and filtered. So when it is dissolved, insoluble solubilities are removed. Insoluble impurities separated out, means when we dissolve and filter, so insoluble impurities of crude NaCl is separated. Here, after that, HCl gas is passed through the solution due to common ion effect. You will discuss this common ion effect in ionic compound, in ionic equilibrium. So I will not explain here, just you remember it, common ion effect. Here HCl gas is passed through the solution and due to common ion effect NaCl is separated out from the solution, from the solution. Calcium and magnesium being more soluble, remain in water, remain in the solution. So by this we got crystals of NaCl. One crystal of NaCl, and this is used as stable salt. So let us see the properties of NaCl. Properties of NaCl. So we might be knowing the first property of this. It is white crystalline solid. It has melting point 1031 Kelvin and boiling point 1731 Kelvin. It is soluble in water. It is hygroscopic. In pure form it is non-hygroscopic, but in impurities form, in impure form, it is hygroscopic in nature. And what is uses? So what is use of this? Hello children, welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss very important topic, that is baking soda. What is? That is baking soda. baking soda, and chemical name is sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, both is correct. Okay, you must not skip the video. You should watch the video till end. If you will watch the video till end, then you will be able to understand what I am teaching. If you skip the video, there will be a problem, and it is not necessary that all the points will be given at starting. Some points, important points, are being given in middle and at end also. So maximum time tricks are given at the end of the video. So you should watch the videos to get the trick for learning this. Whatever videos I have uploaded, trick is given at last. Means whatever trick I have made for some compounds, for something, so at last I have given. So please watch the video till end. Don't skip it between that. And for more videos, for more topics, you can comment to my channel Chemistry with Santosh Sir. You can go to my channel Chemistry with Santosh Sir and you can subscribe. If any questions needed, any clarification needed, you can comment on that. So first you subscribe my channel Chemistry with Santosh Sir. If you subscribe, if some doubts are there, you can comment on that channel, so that will be solved. So let us see our point without wasting the time. So what is our topic? Baking soda. What is baking soda? So baking soda, by name it may be familiar that it is used for baking purposes. First use is this, and like this many students are confused. What confusion they have? Baking soda and washing soda. Washing soda. Maximum time they confuse formula of baking soda and washing soda. So I have a small trick for that. Baking soda means if we have some relation, we could correlate these points to that, so we can understand, we can remember it. So I think you are understanding me. And I told sodium bicarbonate. What? Bicarbonate. Okay. So many students are confused how to remember it. So one word you catch from both, B and B. What does mean of this? Means baking soda bicarbonate. Baking soda bicarbonate means baking soda bicarbonate. This bicarbonate. So remember that baking, B is common in both. Means in name as well as in compound. So baking soda, B from here and B from there, means baking soda sodium bicarbonate. So like this you can remember it. And what is the formula? So baking soda sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. NaHCO3. Here NaHCO3 is sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. Both are same. So like this you can learn baking by, means baking soda is bicarbonate. We can say baking soda is bicarbonate, BB matching. So for examination and for other competitive exams, you may remember these points, because baking soda and washing soda are so important topic, and maximum times they are being asked. If you write any competitive exam, if you check any competitive examination paper, so these formulas are being asked maximum time. and their uses also. So let us see what is baking soda and how is it prepared. So baking soda is prepared by saturating the sodium carbonate by CO2. Sodium bicarbonate being less soluble, it separates out as a crystal. It separates out as a crystal. So here NaHCO3 plus CO2, and gives sorry. So saturating sodium carbonate solution with CO2. NaHCO3 being less soluble is separated out as a crystal. H2O plus CO2. Okay. So we can write it is prepared by saturating sodium carbonate solution by CO2, means it is prepared by saturating sodium carbonate solution with, we can add with CO2, being less soluble, sodium bicarbonate is separated as crystal, from the solution, Okay. So means how we have prepared? They have prepared it by saturating sodium carbonate with CO2, being less soluble. Sodium bicarbonate is separated out as a crystal from a solution. So this is the preparation method. Let us see the properties. So properties, let us see properties. So first, very common property of this, maximum compound of alkali metals are white crystalline solid. That is white crystalline solid. First one. Second, it is strongly soluble in water. And its aqueous solution is alkaline in nature. Alkaline in nature. Okay, so let us see first point. It means when it is dissolved, it forms alkalis. So sodium bicarbonate plus H2O. So what does it form? It forms NaOH plus CO2. NaOH plus CO2. Okay, it forms NaOH plus CO2. Due to formation of this, its aqueous solution is alkaline in nature. Upon heating, heating 373 Kelvin, it decomposes into sodium carbonate NaH, CO3, heating 373 Kelvin, Na2 CO3 plus H2O plus CO2. And due to the formation of this, it makes bread, pakoda and other products fluffy and soft. Next is uses. So what are the uses of this? So what is it is used? It is used to make bread, and cake, light and fluffy. Why it is used? You know that when it is being heated, it releases CO2. So because of that CO2, bread and cakes become fluffy. It is used for manufacture of a baking powder. Next, it is used to manufacture of baking powder. Next, third, it is used to remove acidity of stomach and skin infections. It is used to remove acidity of stomach and skin infection. And last one, it is used in that is used in fire extinguisher. It is used in fire extinguisher. Means this is fire extinguisher that have to put out the fire in office and in chemical factories. So these are the uses of baking soda. These is properties of baking soda and preparation of baking soda. Our next topic is biological importance of sodium and potassium ions. Means what is the role of these two ions in our body system? So let us discuss what is the importance. First one is maintenance of normal hydration and osmotic pressure. Sodium and potassium ions help to maintain normal hydration and osmotic pressure. First point. Second is maintenance of neuromuscular irritability and excitability. Neuromuscular, it is very important. Neuromuscular irritability and excitability. Next, sodium and potassium maintains the viscosity of blood. You know viscosity, you might have studied in physics. So viscosity means flowing property. Flowing property. It means if these two ions are not present in blood, flow of blood in veins will not take place. If flow of blood will not take place, so that may lead death also. So you see, viscosity of blood, to maintain this normal viscosity of blood, if sodium and potassium ions help to maintain the viscosity of blood. Due to this ions, the blood flows in veins. Pancreatic juice, that help in digestion, and bile juice. Pancreatic in digestive system, whenever we eat the things, that is digested. So pancreatic juice and bile juice are derived from blood, sodium and potassium. Means they are derived from blood, sodium and potassium. So you see how much importance it helps in digestion also. It helps to flow of blood. It helps to neuromuscular messages, that we is seeing irritability, and the irritability means if the concentration of these ions decreases in our body, in our system, so there will be irritation, and we will be very excited. We can't think the things properly. And sodium salt, you know that sodium salt, NaCl, we use if concentration of that is decreased. So what cause? Low blood pressure. Low blood pressure means that we say BP. So if we take very less salt of sodium, that causes low blood pressure. So this is the importance of NaCl. Here, pancreatic juice and bile juice are derived from blood, sodium and potassium. The ratio of potassium and sodium, and it is very important, 1:7. Means in our body system, the ratio of potassium to sodium must be 1.7. If it is beyond or below this, that causes different type of problems. This ratio called the concentration gradient. That ratio, so one question may be here, what is concentration gradient? So the ratio of sodium to potassium is called concentration of gradient. And how much is that? that is 1:7. Many enzymes reactions are catalyzed by sodium and potassium. Many enzyme reactions are catalyzed by sodium and potassium. Last is sodium and potassium pump balance ions in humans body. Means sodium and potassium pumps help to balance ion in human body system. Thank you students. Please like and share this video. If you understand it, you like and share. If any problem, you can comment. If some doubts are there, if you want more clarification, so you subscribe my channel Chemistry with Santosh sir. If any problem is there, you can comment there, so solution will be provided you. Thank you students for watching this video.